All right, I have about 200 people registered, so I'm really excited. I hope like everybody shows up for this because I think it's really important that you learn it. And I taught a class, I introduce it in different things. My name is Laureen Zarba, Technology Training Manager. Some of you might know who I am. And this is a webinar on MLS Touch, which is an app where we can have access to, it's a premium app where you have access to all of your one key listings. Um, I really want everybody to learn how to use it because, first of all, I think it's easy to use. I think the hardest part for everybody, it seems to be logging in. So if you have that question, you're in the right place and you'll see my screen in front of us. And I'm going to go over how to log in case you're having any problems with that. I know some of you are. So some of you may not have the app yet. So when you so also before I begin, okay, the Wednesday webinars, you are on mute, so I can't hear anybody. We have a lot of people, so you can put your questions in chat. I see something just came up in chat. I'll have to look at it in just a second. This is being recorded, so isn't that great? I'm not sure they get a copy of the recording, do they, Ethan? I'm not sure if you do, but it's
It'll be posted
also
on the Light Realtor.
okay. Oh, that's right. It's posted. It's posted on the LIBOR site. So if you ever need to watch any of these webinars again, as a resource, you don't have to worry about remembering everything. And I think that's it. Okay, so again, I'm Laureen Zarba, in case you missed my intro, and I'll be your host for this webinar. And this is MLS Touch. We've had this for a few months now. This is the app that I recommend that you should be learning. You probably heard about it. You're not really sure what to do. So here is a screenshot of how you're going to log in if you're having any problems and you want to take a look at this. So you're going to go to your app store. I'll show you when I go live with the app. And on the left side, which is a little blurry here, you're going to click on New York, okay? And then click Next. So it's MLS Touch. And then you're going to go to the one key Stratus. That's the one that you're going to pick. You're going to see there's one key matrix up there. Now, the Hudson Gateway area have been using the MLS Touch app for longer than us. So they probably don't have any problems with logging in. One key Stratus. Then you're going to get this screen over here. And one of the things you need to remember is when you log in with your member number, you're going to put an L and a dash. See this over here? L dash. Think of LIBOR. So L dash member number. But it's not your Stratus password. So you put that in, you're not getting in. You probably don't know what the password is because they emailed us months ago with the password and no one ever got it, or they didn't get it, or we didn't know what it was. So you would, this is what I recommend. You're going to click on Forgot Password. They'll send you a reset password link to your work email. So wherever, whatever your work email is, and then you will reset your password. Now, I know the question already. Well, I keep doing that and I'm not getting it in my email. So what's happening is if you hit reset password, it's probably going to your spam. I found that is happening a lot. And if you keep having a problem, you're going to call customer service. And I'll give you the number. You might know it already. It's 631-661-4800, extension 1. They're all prepared. They have like a paper to give you on logging into MLS Touch if you're having any issues, okay? So we really encourage you to do whatever you can to get it logged in and set up. So again, if you just came in, a few people are just still coming in, you're going to go in. I can't show you this live because I don't want to lose my app, but it's going to be New York, one key Stratus, L dash member number. Don't know your password. Click on Forgot Password. Make sure you check your spam. It's going to give you a reset link, and then you're going to reset your password. You can set it for Stratus, if you want to do the same password, whatever's easier for you to remember. But don't forget that L dash one, that L dash, and then your member number. I find that that's what's happening. Okay. Let me just see if I can see. I start using it. Okay, cool. All right, some of you have been using it, some of you never seen it before, but welcome to the webinar. I always encourage everybody to take these webinars. They're free and you're going to get a lot of information, especially from me. So let me stop sharing because I am going to share my phone. All right, so as my phone comes up, I'm going to show you how to get the app. And you should see my phone now. I have an iPhone. Of course, it works on any phone device. Sometimes there's little differences from the iPhone and from the Android. Let me click over here. What this is. Let me get rid of this. There. All right. So here's my phone. So to get the app, if you don't have it, you're going to go to the App Store for the iPhone, right? So here it is here, or the Google Play Store for the Android. So I'm going to click on the App Store so I can show you what it looks like. Down here at the bottom is your search. So you would click on search and it's MLS Touch. Okay, MLS Touch is a CoreLogic product, like Matrix and some of the other programs that you're going to be seeing. And if you scroll down, it looks like this, okay? It has these blue lines. Hold on a second. Can you see my screen? You can't see it now. Or read. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me stop sharing. You can just edit all of that out, Ethan. Because I have this recorded.
Will do.
Thank you. I keep bumping my mouse, so it's taking me out of the phone. All right, here we go. All right, so the MLS Touch brand looks like this. These 4 bars here, these blue bars here. That's what it's going to look like. So you're going to say get, and you're going to do all those things I said before. You're going to go to New York, you're going to go to Stratus, MLS Stratus, and then L dash member number. Now, also, I'm going to talk about in this hour the client version here, because there is one where you can share your app with clients. I think this is such an easy thing to do as well. So I'm going to cover that with you. So that's what theirs would look like here. So not only can you bring the MLS on the go with you, but you can also keep in constant contact with any of your customers or clients, whoever you choose to share your app with in here. So mine's already in, so I have it. I'm going to just press open for me. And it looks like this, okay? So once you get past that, now at the end again, I'm going to talk about the customer service if you're having any problems getting onto the app. There's so many things I like about this that I think is going to be worthwhile for you to use. Is first of all, it's easy to use and has just about everything I could think of that you need in an app, especially when you're working with listings and clients. You get every property type, you get every property status. You also get public records. So that's kind of a cool addition for that. It's called Realist, and I'll show you that. You can text listings, which I really like. We love to text listings. Of course, you can email them and a whole bunch of other different things. So I'm going to make it really easy for you and show you this. And again, this is going to be recorded and it's going to be posted at the LIBOR site. Ethan can probably tell us at the end where it goes. I think it's somewhere on the front of the LI Realtor site. So here is my name. Hi, Lorraine Zarber. Here's my initials, which actually would take me to my profile. This little envelope here will if there's anything on there, tells me that my clients are trying to reach me through their app. Right now, I don't have any activity. Of course, I'm not a realtor. I am not a broker. So anybody that I deal with is usually fake customers, just for practice to show you. So this is the home base here. And I always start with the home base because I think it's easier for you not to get lost. When you go to the home down here, the little house, you see it says home, that's where I'll take you where we are right now, the home base. The panels, there are now 7. There used to be 6. And if you have 6, you need to reinstall it. That was what the original version was for it. And then reinstall into this new version here. And I'm going to go through all of them with you, starting with this first one, the map search. So let's just dive right in. I'm going to click on map search. And I was playing in here, probably didn't clear my filter. Let me clear my filter, which is reset, start. Now this over here, this little, like, it looks like a paper plane type of thing here, this arrow, it's called Find Me. So wherever you are, if you keep your location services on for the app when you're using the app, it'll bring up the listings in your area. So that's where I am. See that little blue beacon down there? I'm working from home, so that's where I am. And this is the listings that are coming up near me. Now, the green ones are for sale and the orange ones are pendings, okay? But what happens is the default is every property type. So maybe I'm not looking for every property type, and maybe I'm not looking just for pendings. Maybe I want them off, the orange ones. So I'll show you that in a minute. So I clicked over here, find me, and these are the listings in my central area here. And it says 25 results. Now, remember, whenever we're dealing with maps, it's always the field of vision. So it's what I can see. So if I hinged in a little bit further, closer with my fingers, I'm getting more listings, right? You're probably used to that by now. Anyway, so up here, we're on the map. You see it says map. You have list and you have stats. So when you want to see all the listings, you click on list. If you want to see the statistics, they add that additional thing in there where you can see your median prices, your highest, your lowest, days on the market, like statistics and counts is in Stratus, which if you've taken my classes, I like to use that. And then you also have sold and lease here and off the market. So that's a little extra bonus I thought you would like. So that's the map. Got it? List and stats, these three up here. All right, let me just show you a listing anyway. So this one has been on the market for 21. Of course, it's a beautiful listing, and you can sort this by descending order. I just pulled up, let's just stick, I forgot which one I was on. Oh, I'll just pick one of these. Okay. So when you click on the listing, you get all the photos. As you know, in our MLS, we get 36 photos on our listings, okay? So the more our photos, the better. We love good photos, and we're looking at really nice photos. All right, first thing. Let me click back on that, sorry. As I scroll down, you'll see that I put in favorites already. See that star there? So that's going to save that somewhere, and I'll show you where that is. And right now, my objective is to show you the functionality of using the app, and then I'm going to show you how to share the app. But let me just teach you how to use it first. Now, when you scroll down a little bit here, here's share. Okay, so in share, I'm going to click on that. You can SMS, which is texting, short message system or something like that. You can email, you can send a message, copy the MLS number. I'm saving that. We'll do that in a little bit. Okay. So that is share. You can add to a cart. Now, this is adding to a cart for a customer or client. Okay. And you can add listings for them. I'll show you that. Honestly, haven't done the comparables. They're right there. And then you have print kind of hidden over there. Okay. I'm showing you the listing. Scrolling down just a little bit, and you see a little teeny piece of map there. Now we are in the map already, but you can look at it I have to show you this. It's not overly important, but I just like it. See in 3D. So here is the house down there, you see? You can kind of like look at it. But if you use your two fingers, watch it not work that I'm showing you. Use your two fingers and you can slide up and down. Now I'm on top, and then I guess kind of pivot this thing around. Sometimes I could see the water. Depends. Maybe I'm too close. Yeah, let me get further away. See? Oh, yeah, here we go. You can kind of see. You can kind of spin it. I just thought this was I've never seen this for any of the R apps. See, I can go like that and see where the water is. And then over here, it tells me I'm looking west. So if I turn it, it'll tell me now I'm looking south. So you get an idea, or you're customer is going to get an idea. And then there's directions here. All right, moving on. Now, this is something I like also. I'm telling you all the things I like is that this is kind of in a compressed way. So you don't see everything and I'm scrolling to what I want to look at. I can pick what I want. So like general information, I click on that. I'll see the listing details and then I can collapse that, right? If I want to see taxes and fees, you can see that and then you can collapse it. Public remarks, agent remarks, showing instructions, agent only info, click on that. So you see, you pick what you want, but here's something that a couple of things I really liked. And I think this realist tax data here, having the public record data on the listing on your app is something really great. So you can get the information, the public record. It's called Realist. Sometimes they will have webinars on that. So you might want to take advantage of finding out more information on there. Location information, property type, all the public record data is in there. Remember, what we see is not what the client sees. Okay. They get a lot, but they don't get as much as we do. And they definitely don't get broker information. All right. So they'll get this though, the mortgage estimator, which I think having a mortgage calculator to offer is really great, especially in the market that we're in. I can't even look at the interest rate, 7%. Oh my goodness. So they really do keep it current, I've noticed. So that's there. You have the history of the property and all of that. So that's a lot, isn't it? So you get a lot of detail on a listing. So how do you get back? You're going to click. We're going to get rid of this, right? Go back to your map. And then once you're at your map, at the bottom, you have home, you see? And I always like my home base. I just think whenever I'm teaching any application at all, it's always a great idea to know how to get back to your main spot, which is going to be this, which is your home. And that's the map search. Let me just go back to the map search for a second here. So I am where I live right now, but I'm seeing every property type. I'm getting rentals in there. I'm getting pendings, which are orange. The greens are all for sale. So the filter is really important in here. It's way up at the top. You can see my mouse circling that. When you go to the filter, at the top, it says property type. Well, it's nice to be able to search for all of this, but my goodness, it's a lot of property types here. And single family is a little further down, so I need to click that. That's what I'm looking for. But you got your co-ops, your condos, and just about anything you're looking for. The other thing to remember is, see this one here, sale rental? You're getting all. Now, if you're thinking, how can we change the default? Right now, we can't, but maybe down the road, we can ask for, maybe we just want sale only. And if we wanted rentals included, we can ask for that. Or maybe we want just actives and single families. But right now, you're getting everything. The other thing, as you scroll down here, is you're getting listing statuses, all of them. It's great that we can find solds and pendings and expireds on an app. But remember, you're getting them all. So if you click on that, actually, you're only getting active and pending, but you can click closed here, expired. So that's kind of nice. Then you press search at the bottom. Okay, so my pendings are gone. And all I'm looking at now is single family residence because that's what I asked for. You'll see that the filter says 3. That means I'm in a filter. And then if I go to the list, see right here, the list. Every program seems to have a list. Click on lists, and here they are. Now, I don't want to look at these expensive ones, although they're nice to look at. You can sort this in an ascending order, right? So we can go from the least expensive, okay, to the most expensive. So that's sort. This is easy so far, isn't it? And you can come down here Now I'm going to show you how to text the listings. I will. I'm just kind of showing you the listings. You can click on them, get the listing detail. You can start if you want to. Look at that. I love it. They give me an emoji. There's emojis everywhere. And then I want to go back to the map and back home. Now I'm going to pick up on how to move around because I was having a problem moving from town to town, but I figured it out. So if you are somebody that is moving the map, because that's what I was doing until I called their customer service and then they told me the way to do it. I'm going to share that with you in just a second. Actually, a couple minutes. I'll go back to map search. So that's pretty much, you're going to be in that, probably the most. Now, this little square under map search is search by MLS number. You see that? Okay, that's cool. Just keep this in mind. You have to put an L in front of our MLS numbers to find it. I believe Hudson Gateway area has to have an H in front of theirs. I'm not sure, but L for LIBOR, think of it like that. There's no dash here like you did when you logged in, though. I have 2 MLS numbers here already. You can put up to 10. And then when you press search, it's nice. It kind of remembers what you did. You can clear it. And these are the 2 that I had in there already. One expired. So any listings that I save, the status changes will happen. You follow? So if I save this when it was on the market, now it's off the market. So that's good. It doesn't stay static. It changes. Let me go back. And then I'm going to click the X and I'm back home. Okay. Now the one under here, this is very interesting. Although I have no activity in my neighborhood, nothing's for sale. It's InstaView. It will pull up listings that are on the market within 410 feet. Okay. No more than that. So I have nothing. But if you're maybe you're walking around or driving somewhere and you see a home, if you click on InstaView, it'll come up. If it's on MLS, remember that though. It has to be on our MLS. So that's InstaView. I can never seem to show it because I got nothing around here happening. Now remember, if you have questions, put it in chat. Ethan is going to be looking into chat if it's something I already covered. And I usually cover just about everything, but once in a while you get me with a question that I didn't cover. All right, moving on over here. It's advanced search. Okay.
Laureen, we have a
Yes.
couple people who can't log in. Should they just follow along with you while we go over this?
Oh, no, yes. Okay, that's really a good question. What I suggest all of you do is just sit back and just let me show you the app. Okay, it is being recorded, so you can always watch it again. I don't want you to miss something really important by trying to figure it out, right? And then try it. And if you're having a problem logging in, well, I'll go over that again at the end. So I'll make sure that you cover it. So why don't you just sit back and let me show you around the app first. That's what I suggest. Okay, the advanced search is over here. At first, I'm like, what is the difference between the advanced search and the filter in the map? It looked exactly the same to me. And at first glance, doesn't it look like it? But this one, you can search by county, town, or school district. So if you wanted to search by a certain school district, you can just come in here and type it. Oh, South Country. That's my school district. And then you press done and apply. Okay. And then search. So there's a few different buttons you got to press. And here they are. So everything, any houses that are for sale in my school district would come up. Okay, let me go back. The other thing in the advanced thing, I teach a CE class on this. It's 2 hours now, and I did my first one. It was really successful, and we spend more time because we have more than an hour. But in this advanced search, you have more criteria here. And in there you have like foreclosures. So if you're looking for foreclosures, REOs in an area, or certain elementary schools or adult communities, they have a little bit more in here for you guys to do with that. So we kind of played with some of those in there. Again, I'm going to go through the searches with you because I really want you to show you how I maneuver in the here and now. So advanced searches have little extra searches for you. Because if we go to map and filter, it kind of looks the same, doesn't it? However, there's no more criteria at the bottom, and you can't search by school districts either. So it's a little limited in there. So you'd have to go to the advanced search here, this one. All right. Ethan, any other questions? Am I good so far?
We had a question about which view will show pending properties. Did you cover that or?
Yes, I did, but I'll do it again. Like every view shows pending properties. They are like the default of this. Let me get out of here. Oh, let me close the chat here. When you go to the map search, here, really important, okay?
Oh,
Clearing your
sorry, the
filter in here.
Insta view, not just the regular views.
In InstaView,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna get, I think you're only gonna get on the market, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I'm gonna have to like go move around in my area. There's not a lot of properties here for sale. I don't think so. So that's my answer. I don't think so, but I'm not 100%. I'll find out. So in the filters, you need to remember to reset your filter. Reset. Although it's a pain sometimes because now I'm going to have pendings and everything else in here. Filter, reset, search. Watch all the pendings come back. See all the orange ones. So you don't really need that because you can always click on right here, find me wherever you are, and the pendings are going to come up around you. So these pendings, I didn't have to do InstaView. 410 feet is not that far, but this is giving me like a radius of a mile, I would think. And there's one pending right there near me. Let me see this one. I don't even know where this one is. See, this one's pending. This is close to me, not far. So that one's under contract. All right, let me go back home. Let me finish here. Save searches is another little block here. We're going to come up with a cool name for these things. Now, I have saved these searches and I'll show you how to do it. And when you initiate the search that you saved, it will come up with new information. It's not going to just be whatever it was when you first saved it, right? And any status changes will come up too. So if you saved it and it was on the market, now of course it's off the market, we will know that as well. I did a Patchogue one. Let me click on it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, so here is the save search for Patchogue. That advanced search too does open. Oh, this is the search I saved. Open houses. Isn't this cool? Especially the weather's so nice now. You want to see where the open houses are. I saved that search. So it's coming up with the new open houses. That's good. I know I could just hear someone saying, well, how do you do that, Lori? This is how you do it. You'd go to the advanced search. I think it's the advanced. I don't know if I have to go to yeah, it's advanced search. Then I put a town in. So that town I did Patchogue. So let's say Huntington. Huntington. And then done. Apply. And then I want to open up. See down here? Show open houses only. See that little thingy? Click that. And press search. You see in all the open houses. Come on, you gotta love this. All the open houses are coming up in Huntington. You see that they're all coming up. Beautiful weekend coming up. Good weekend for open houses. So that is available too. Now, let me go back home. All right, that was my save searches. Here's my favorites. Okay, let me show you these. I favorited these and Have you been seeing this? These houses are going up in price. I know, right? I think there's a way to search for that in here. I gotta remember where it is. Houses that are going down in price and houses that there is a way. Houses that are going up. I still can't believe like this first went up 3%. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, that's favorites and hot sheet. Well, I like this hot sheet. Watch. So the hot sheet is the last block here in the home. I gotta come up with a better name than block. Anybody have a good name for this? They called it 6-pack when it was a 6-6. Now it's 7. So what do we call it? A 7-pack? In here, the hot sheet here, in case you missed it, it's this one right here. Okay. Hot sheet. And it has 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days, right? You would put in the property type. So I think I already put in single family, which I did. It saves it. And then location is county. Okay. You can't put a town in, you put county in here. And I did Suffolk. So what it's telling me is what's coming soon in 1 day. There's 21 coming soon. There's 146 active. Pendings are 66. Closed are 56. Look at this. 7 increases in prices, 38 decreases. So what if I want to see these 7 price increases? You can click on any of these and it'll bring the listings up. So let me show you. Okay, here we are. Here are the 7. This one went up 64%. Well, that's the winner. Yikes. This one went up 7%. There's a story behind that one, right? And then let me go back. I want to see what the coming soons are. With my finger, I'm clicking on coming soon. See at the top, and here they are. I'm showing you, you got to be thinking, this is really great stuff because, and I'm not trying to sell you the app. I'm telling you, it has just about everything you need, and I haven't even finished yet. So I thought the hot sheet was cool. I know it would be nice to have a town in there, but it's giving you what's happening in your county, and it'll save it down at the bottom. Maybe you're keeping an eye on, I don't know, co-ops or condos or something. You could do that too. Okay, so those are all of the home base here. I'm going to talk about these down here at the bottom in a minute, but I want to show you how to search because I want to show you what happened to me that might happen to you. So let's go back to the map search. I have a filter in. What do I have here? What's my filter? I don't see what it is. I'll just leave it like this. Now, this is what was happening to me. Let me move my Zoom bar out of the way. Hold on a second. So I live in Belport and I clicked on this find me, right? This button here, and it found all the properties near me, pendings and on the market. So what if I want to go somewhere else? This is the problem I was having, and I'll show you. I figured it out, but I did call for this. Patchogue, which is not that far from here. So I wanted to see what was happening in Patchogue, what's for sale over there. See the first one, all the Patchogues come up. So I clicked Patchogue. This is what I did. I clicked Patchogue and it says no properties found. I'm like, my gosh, what's the story with this? Okay. I know there's properties for sale. So it didn't move the map. And this is what I find agents are doing is they're moving the map over themselves manually to get the listings. But we don't have to do that because when I called, and it was just kind of a weird thing, but this, I'm going to show you what happens. What you do is this. So if I want to, let me get rid of Patchogue. I'm Xing it out. Say I want to go to Massapequa or somewhere. Let me just pick a town. So I type in Massapequa. Now there it is. Let me finish typing it though, just in case this doesn't work. Pequa. Okay. There it is. Pequa. Now, if I click on that Massapequa City one at the top there, it's not going to take me there. It should. I said to the customer service person, I go, it should. What you have to do, let me show you this. If you scroll down, see where it says jump to location here? Jump to location. I have to pick this Massapequa because the other one, I'm going to have to scroll over. So if I click on that, oh my, this better work now. Yay. And it did work. Okay. So isn't that kind of crazy? But you have to do that for having the map move over to the next location. I know. So, but at least I figured it out for you, so I don't think you're going crazy. Here, let me show you again. So let's say I am going over to the North Shore. Let's say Oyster Bay. Oyster Bay. I want to click on that first one so bad, but it's not going to go. So I got to scroll down here and say jump to. So, did you see that? It's kind of gray too. How are you supposed to know that? I don't know. Well, aren't you glad you took my webinar? Because now you know. So it jumped there. Okay. If you have questions, remember, put it into the chat. Ethan's keeping an eye out in case there's something that I haven't covered with you with that. And I'm keeping my eye on the clock because I could just keep going with this. So we're in Oyster Bay. Wow. What do you think the most expensive house is? Well, I got rentals again. I don't want rentals, so I need to go to the filter and then go to all property type. I'm looking for single family. I mean, we can look for other things, but it's just easier getting every property type. And I don't want rentals. I just want sales. It's nice to know we have rentals. And I still have pendings, which is fine. Let me go back over here. Oh, I wanted to see what the most expensive house was. Well, it's definitely not that one. So let's see, descending, apply. Oh, pretty. They're not that bad of a price. I mean, $1 million is not that much anymore, is it? I see this house. I said, wow, I really like this house. This. It has an arrow going down, but it's green, 6%. I thought the green meant it was going up. I don't see another one over here like that. All right, let me go back to the map. Let me move to a different area. Need something bigger. Let's go to Smithtown. I'll go to Queens too in case we have any Queens people in here. So I'm going to Smithtown. And if I hit that top one, no properties found. Remember what I told you? Oh my goodness, you're going to say, what? Of course there's properties there. And now if I press jump to location, it doesn't work. So I need to type it again. Smithtown. And then I need to scroll down to jump to. I didn't make the program. I think the app is really good, but that part there, that'd be nice if they can fix that. But if you now you know, share this information with anybody else that gets the app, especially if you're a broker or admin, even just a nice person in the office, you can tell them, I know how to do it. You have to jump to. So I have like a ton of things over here. Now let me get rid of pendings. I'm going to go over to the filter and I'm going to do a listing status. I don't want pendings. Do I have single family in here? I have to do a lot of filtering. Seems to clear my filter a lot too. I don't even know if I have single family in here anymore. Oh, I do. Okay, good. Now, here's a couple things. I showed you, this is Find Me. You do have this pencil. You're going to love this. Okay, see that pencil there? They want to live down here by this park. Okay, so I'm going to click the pencil with my finger. See how it turns blue? And then I can just kind of circle, maybe I'll do a circle with my finger, that area there, and it will only search that area. So that's 24 listings now. And then if I go to the list, I'm only going to get the ones that are in that circle. We love that, and that's easy to do. Let me go back to the map. To get rid of the circle, you click back on the pencil. Okay, see how it's blue? So it's activated. That'll take the shape away, and then I'll put all of them back. I'll click on it again. Maybe I just want to do a square. You can just do any kind of shape, really easy, and it will just pull up those properties, okay? And again, you click on the pencil to bring everything back. Now the eye at the top here too, while I'm in here, I'll show you this. That means information, I think, usually. Very cool stuff in here. Some stuff you're not going to use, but you know what, the schools, which I believe they put it at the top, that might be something that, you know what? Again, I didn't get to how to invite somebody in, but they would get this too. Maybe the schools are important to them. But look at this stuff in here again. You get traffic, okay? So you can see where the traffic is. Parcel boundaries, which I like, flood zones, cell scores, rent scores. It seems like every application now has all of that, doesn't it? Home equity. And I didn't think it worked that great for that, but I really didn't play with it. You know, we use Remind for that kind of thing. But in this case, I would use schools, probably the parcel boundaries too. So I could see all of that. And then where am I? I'm at Jake's 58. Look at all the schools over here. See that can you see the cap? Oh, can you see the little graduation caps? Those are schools. So you want to know what school that is? See it at the bottom comes up. I thought that was kind of nice.
Hey,
See where all
Lorene.
the schools are. Yes.
We're having some people who can't see the like pencil info and other icons.
Oh, okay. So you guys who can't see it are Android users.
Okay.
You have something down here at the bottom, I believe. I don't know what it is, but check the app. Not these lines, it's something else. And I believe that's where it is on the Android. Can somebody who can confirm that in chat for me where it is for Android users? If you know, and then Ethan could tell me. But iPhones, it's up here, but I've heard that they're down here somewhere.
Someone said there's a like a circle with a dot. Let me see if I can find a screenshot or something online we can put in the chat.
Okay. Oh, so they found it?
Someone mentioned something.
All right, cool. Oh, yeah, just for fun. You want to see the traffic? Nobody wants to see traffic, but you know, it's our life, traffic. Oh, wait, so look over by the city. See the traffic? All those red lines are the traffic. Okay. Now to turn the caps off, you might have a problem getting rid of them. You would think it would be this. Oh, they don't go away. I found. I have to reset my filter. So I got to go to filter, reset. I found that's the only way I can get rid of them. See, now they go away. Remember, this is only our MLS, one key, but we have a lot of listings. We have a lot of territory. Any of that area, you can look for properties, any property type, any property status, and we have lots of filters in here. So let me go down to the bottom here and show you these buttons here. So you know what home is because I keep taking you there. That's home. This is search. So what does that do? Okay, it does the same thing the map does, okay? But it's just a quicker way to get in there. Let me go to Bayside. I need to throw Queens in here. Remember Bayside and then jump Bayside. I don't like to forget Queens. It's searching, spinning, searching, spinning. Okay, there's all the Queen stuff that's happening. What's the stats over there? So I have stats here. The median price is 620. Prices in this group, highest price is 13 million. Lowest price 75,000, which is probably knows what it is. Could be anything down there. So that's search down there. Now, this is contacts. Pay attention, really important. Okay, contacts. You cannot email or text anybody unless they're in your contacts. You understand? I can't just put a phone number in. I have to put them in here. Now, how do I get somebody? Billy Byer obviously is a fake person. I added them in here. There's a couple of fake people in here. So to get somebody in here, you're going to press add at the top, okay? Add, and then you could create a new one. I'm not going to create a new one, but I put somebody's name. I put a fake person in, so you might want to try that first just to practice. And then you can add them in. Or you can press add and import them from your contacts on your phone. You see down here? So everybody in my contacts is in here, and I can pick who I want to invite to be able to text or email or share my app with. So they need to be in that list. So let's say I'll put Beth O'Connor in here, and I want to add her. Oh, not all. Geez. Look, I'm adding everybody. Turn it off. Okay, and then done. All right, so Beth O'Connor, see, she's in it now. So I brought her in. Now, Billy Byer has a red dot next to his name because I shared my app with them, and I'm going to show you what that does too over there. So if I click on Billy Byer, I shared my app, I'll know what he put in favorites. He put 7 things in favorites. See the little heart there? And I'll know what he put in favorites. I will know what he discarded and any messages, because we had some messages that we had between the two of us are in here as well. So that kind of thing is pretty cool. So that you can share your app with somebody and they can't share with somebody else. So I'll get back to this in a minute. And if I wanted to call them up on the phone, I could. See the little phone down there? Or instant message them. Now I'll get back to that because that's going to be the last part that I want to show you. The one next to contacts, I was down here, is where it was, is members. You have access to every single MLS member. Did you know that? The whole entire, there's like 60,000 people in here. So if you wanted to put somebody in here, and I use somebody that teaches for me, Felicia Smith. She's an agent. I'm not an agent. I'm not in here. So here's her name. And it will tell me, Felicia has 13 solds, 30 on the buyer side. I have her information. She doesn't have any coming soon or active listings right now. And then I could call her on the phone. So you have access to all of our MLS agents in here. And that's at the bottom in case you missed that over here. And then there's more, which I'm going to do in a minute. Now, how do you text a listing to somebody or email a listing? Let me go back to the map. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's millions of listings here. All right. So, oh, that's a pretty one, right? It's in Bayside. It's been on the market a long time though, 329 days. Let's look at it for a second. Wow, beautiful. I'm going to star that. Now, what if I wanted to text that listing to somebody using this app? You have that share button, right? You know what that share symbol looks like? You're going to click on that and send by SMS, a short message system. That's texting, okay? So we would send, and then I'm going to send it to Billy Byer because I use my email so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to send it to Billy Byer. And here's the message. It says to Laureen Zarva up there, but it really is going to Billy. Hello, Billy. This is what it looks like. You can change this if you want, and I send it right off. So, as a matter of fact, I just got it. See my text down here? Because I really am Billy. Hello, Billy. It says right there. Hello, Billy. Have a look at this property. Contact me if you want more information, and then they will get the listing, but they don't get any broker information. They just get the property details, the schools, the mortgage calculator, and then they get me and my information down there at the bottom. So that I think sharing the app will be easy for them and easy for you, which I'll show you in a second. Let me go back over to the app. If you want to text more than one, you have to click on the snowman at the top. It's those 3 circles. If you've taken internet classes, you know we have snowmans all over the place. You can say, I want to text or email. The little circles pop up. They weren't there before. And then I could just check. Maybe I want to text or email these 3. Then I press done. And I pick who I want to. I'll send it to my husband. Send it to him. Okay, now he's getting the list. He knows because he knows when I'm always sending them something. Are we good so far with that?
Are you?
Yeah.
We had a question about if you're able to edit the messages. It looks like you can just change them right
Yes.
there.
You could edit the messages. You could totally edit it. Okay, so if I let me click on this one and I just want to text this. Here's your email. So email, you can put the email in, okay? They don't have to be part of your contacts or anything. You just put an email in there. If I type somebody in, but if you're texting, they have to be in your list here. Either you add them new, maybe they're new, or you add them from your, remember, from your contacts. So if I'm texting Billy, see, you can just get rid of this and type what you want in here. I don't think there's a place, I don't know because I'm still learning the app myself, but where you could do a default message, but there might be. I'll show you where the settings are in there. Now, how do you invite somebody in? Here, really, really simple. You're going to go down here to contacts. And it's called Share My App. So I added Connor Williams. He's fake person. And I want to share my app with him. I've never shared my app. So share my app with him. Now they get this installation link. They're going to get in their email. And this number that's at the end is unique for them. And that's how they get in. It will be in the email too. So for them to get in, they'd have to use this code. So nobody else has that code. So you could send it by text. You could send it by email, whichever way you want to do it. I'll send it by text. Again, you can request, dear Connor, blah, blah, blah. I want to share my app with you. Actually, it says this, as your real estate agent, I have exclusive access to the MLS database and I want to share with you. Please use this link to download my mobile app. If requested here, here is the code. See, here's the code that they have to use. They will get a unique code and then they can get the app. I'll show you what the app looks like. Looks like this, these two houses here. See, it looks like this kind of looks like the original for us. They get this app. And here's the messages that I sent them. So you are connected to them, so you'll see what their favorites are and things like that. They can, I suggested 19 listings for this person. If he favorites anything, pretty easy to use. It's not overly complicated. That's what I like about the app, I think, and easy for them to use. So they can search all they want, but they're connected to you. And if you want to not have them have your app anymore, then you just take them off the app. Okay. In there. There's also leads in here. I could forget that part because they could share listings with somebody else and you would get the lead because you would get their email because you shared your app with that first person. So keep your eye out or your check out in any leads that might come through your email in here. All right, last but not least is the 3 lines at the bottom. I didn't show you that. And that has a lot of good information in it. Now, right now, we can't put our pictures in here, but I think we're going to be able to. The Stratus users, we can't get them in here. Just your initials come up, but eventually there'll be a place where we can upload our photo there. That's going to be important. Now, in here is where you have your listings. Now, I don't have listings, but the agent told me their listings were in here. So check it out. If you have listings, they are in here. If you need to access them or share them too. What's this members? We got members again? Yeah. Got members twice. All right, I don't need that. Discover MLS Touch is a little tutorial in here. Brand and share. This is the one you want to look at. So brand and share is this. There are preset brands for some of the big companies in here, and it'll put your color and your logo in. But for anybody else, like the rest of us that don't have, we're not in there, you could upload your logo. That's what I did. I put one key here. So you could select your logo, get it on your phone, select your logo, go out to your pictures, and then upload it in here. You could do that, and you could pick a color scheme. I don't know why my shared app has red, but I can't seem to get rid of it because this one has blue. I picked blue. I wanted a blue color. in here. You could do that and you could preview, view your email layout. You know, I never did that. Let's look at it. See this red? I don't know how I keep getting that. Okay. I don't want that. Goodbye. MLS Touch. Close preview. All right. So anyway, you can play around with that. At least get your logo up here. It looks so much nicer. And when you text listings or invite anybody to share your app, they'll get that. Mine's one key, so I put it up there. Now down here, there's a share my app again. And I was like, what's up with that? How come I could share my app, but I could share my app here? This is the difference. If you click share your app here, you can put this link where your signature is, and then anybody could share the app. I guess they would get a unique identifier from that, but this is for here. I'll read this to you. Include this link in your email signature and on any marketing material to let your potential clients download your own branded mobile app. Okay. So you can send this to somebody or you can email it to them. You can copy this and then you can share your app with anybody. So that's another way, you know, to prospect, right? To try to get as many people sharing their app with you. I think it's an awesome way to prospect. So that was something I discovered. And I think I covered just about everything in this hour. And we have 2 minutes left. I have a couple people raising their hands. And can you just put it in the chat for me? I'm going to stop sharing this for a minute. Want to share. I'm going to share that screen again. Let me see. Let me look at the chat in case I missed something. Oh, it was the lines. If you want to, now if your company brand is not in there, it's not in there. You're going to have to put your own logo in, but it's the 3 lines at the bottom of the app. Okay. You're having problems logging in. Okay. You're not alone. I'm going to show you right now what to do with that. I showed it at the beginning in case you missed. It is this paper here. Okay. So here, let me go into a slideshow. You can see it better. When you go to the MLS Touch in the App Store, again, it doesn't cost you anything because you are a member. This is one of your benefits, okay? You're going to go to New York. You're going to go to One Key Stratus. You're going to put an L dash, see it says here, L dash member number. And then you're going to say, I forgot my password because it's not your password to get into Stratus. Forget it. You're not getting it. Wouldn't that be nice? It would have made it easy. But no, you got to go to forgot password and then they'll send you a reset and you'll get a new one. It's going to spam, but I highly recommend, let me escape from here, that if you're really having a problem, you're going to call customer service. Let me find the sheet for that. This is from my Learn and Earn. Learn and Earn. I have Hudson Gateway. Can you see this okay? This here. You're going to call this number. If you continue to have problems, they're all ready for you, okay? It's 631-661-4800, extension 1. And tell them that you're having a problem logging into the MLS Touch app, and they will help you. They've been so good about that. I hope everybody enjoyed the webinar, and I hope everybody is on the MLS Touch app soon. And thank you all for coming. This will be recorded, and it should be available on the LIBOR site. Right, Ethan? Where is it on the LIBOR site?
It's you could go to larealtor.com/webinars, or if you want to find it in the navigation, you go to educational services, and then it's like the 5th item down. It says webinars, and I put the link in the chat. I'll put it in one more time.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so you got the link, everybody. I'm going to stop recording.